I remember there was a time that I just heard one of those little voices in my mind, and a picture with it. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but if you actually, the more we learn to walk in the Spirit, or walk after the Spirit, or be mindful, we use these Christianese words. Sometimes we don't really know what it means to walk in the Spirit, but it's being mindful of more than just what your physical five senses can tell you. So it's when you hear something you don't hear in the natural. Sometimes you're seeing things that you don't see in the natural, but it's with that other eye. It's in the spiritual realm. He said, let them that have ears, let them hear what the Spirit has to say. Another place it talks about people that could see, but they were blind. They had physical eyes, but they didn't have spiritual eyesight. But this day, there was a situation going on. This was back when we were pastoring, and there was a situation, and things just wasn't going right. It just like bam, bam, bam. There's one obstacle after another. And, you're trying to do a good thing, and it just seems like everything in the world is going to go wrong with it. I don't know if you've been there. But I was walking, I remember I was walking across over to our pavilion, and I just heard in my spirit, being redirected with obstacles. Being directed or redirected with obstacles. And when I heard that, I also, in my mind's eye, that spiritual eyesight, I saw orange cones, like what you use in the road. Like today, we were coming down Grand, and they were doing some utility work there, and they had cones set up where you had to be rerouted. Well, nobody likes a reroute. Nobody likes to all of a sudden have to slow down and go, okay, had to wait till they let the other cars go. And it's just like such a hassle to to have this obstacle, this big old ugly orange cone sitting there telling you can't go that way. Well, I knew in my mind when this happened, I knew in my spirit that God was telling me that the problems that we were having was a way of redirecting us to something new, and or to redirect us around something that's a problem. I mean, why do they put cones out there? It's to tell you to go this way. It's this way. It's because there's a problem up there, or because they're doing construction up there. There's something they need you to miss. They're rerouting you for whatever purpose. There's always a purpose in it. So I'm thinking, well, Lord, whatever the purpose is of these problems, I've got to see them differently. I knew that He was using the obstacles to redirect us into something else. And I look back on that time, and that night, the decisions I made changed the whole direction of this event that we did yearly that I was having problems with. And it was always better. It was just better because of those problems made me do something different. Nobody wants to have problems, but sometimes if we don't have a problem, if there's not an obstacle, if there's not a shut door, then I'll just keep going the same direction. I'll just keep doing what I've always done and get what I've always got. But when we ask God to give us something new, we ask God, I want to be better or different or whatever it is I'm praying about, I'm asking for something, then all of a sudden, have you ever done that? You pray for something and it seems like Hades is set forth. Every kind of problem in the world. But those problems many times are directing us. God's using them to make us, to lead me places I would not go. Because we know this, change only happens where our comfort zone ends, somebody said. I mean, as long as I'm in my comfort zone, I'm just going to stay there. I'm just going to keep on going down the street. But all of a sudden, there's a detour. The cones are sitting there. Something it's an obstacle in my way. And I had to turn down a different street. And lo and behold, I've been able to find things and do things that I needed later that I would have never known was there if I hadn't got redirected. I'm having to learn to look at problems instead of just saying, okay, this is just a big old obstacle. It's just the devil trying to stop me. No, maybe this is God directing me. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, it's the truth. I already know it. I'm dealing with a situation right now. And this is what came to me last night. And all of a sudden, I've got problems with both of my bathroom showers. Same time, I'm like, what is going on with this? What is this? What are you directing me to? Well, I think he's going to use this situation. It's probably going to be a day I'm going to look back on it and know that God was actually redirecting me with obstacles. Hey, I hope you're having a good day. Obstacles have a purpose too.